Hi, greetings. I'm Robbie Warren, Otter Woman Standing, and I often get questions on how to care for your medicine drums and how to, just take good general care of them. So I thought I'd do a quick video for you. So the first thing in caring for your drum is going to be to really keep it in a climate-controlled space as much as possible. So most of our homes these days do have air conditioning and heating, and that's what I mean by climate-controlled space. You don't have to do anything special. Just keep it, keep it in your home, and it'll, for the most part, it'll be good. Never, ever, ever place your drum face down. This is the face of the drum. So never place it face down like this onto any kind of a surface, because anything that is on the surface of the table or whatever you're placing it on can stick to the drum face. So you don't want to do that. Ideally, you would hang your drum, from a hook. Like if you had a hook on your wall, you would hang it, and you would hang the drum from the frame here, not from any of the strings. So you can put a hook and hold it just like this on your wall, and that's a good way to keep it safe. The other way is to place it on a shelf and place it on its rim, so that it sits straight up like this. I've got a really big drum here I'm trying to show you with. But you want to just sit the drum on a shelf like this on the rim, and that's a way to protect it. Let's see, there's no need to ever put any oil on your drum, so you can just use your hand. Every time you get ready to play the drum, you can probably hear this. So you just use your hand and really rub and connect with the drum. This is also a really good energetic opportunity to connect with your drum, even just to connect with the drum about the purpose for why you're going to play, whether it's for healing or whether it's for fun. But when you do this, you're actually putting the oils of your hands onto the drum, and that really is enough for the drum. Some people talk about using mink oil or shea butter. I find that if you do that once, you have to keep doing it over and over again. So for me, I've had drums for years and years, and I've never put anything other than the oils from my own hands onto the drum. So there's that. If your drum goes flat, and it will, you can hear this. This is a beautiful tight drum. If it goes flat, it's just going to kind of go thunk, you'll know. It just means that the face has expanded a little bit or gotten some moisture to it, and so it gets soft or softer. And so it's easy to tighten the drum. The first and the quickest way is to hold it near a fire. And, if you have a fire here, you're going to hold the drum out just a little bit. Just constantly kind of keep touching your hand to it to make sure that it's not getting too hot. And you want to rotate it and even turn it around so that the fire can heat up the lashings, the lacings on the back. So it doesn't take long, maybe just 1 or 2, 3 minutes. Doesn't take long at all. The second way is to place it in the sun. And again, you'd sit it on its rim, either on a chair, let the sunshine just shine directly on it. It doesn't take long, a few minutes, and then you can turn it around and let the sun shine on the back of it as well. You'll know when it's tight to the touch, and the sound comes back. And then the last way is, if you don't have any of these methods, you can use a blow dryer on a heat setting and just blow dry, put hot air onto the drum. Again, just keep testing it, Now, all of these have a tendency to dry the drum out, so you don't want to leave them under any of these heat for too long. Really an hour in the sun is max that you ever want to leave your drum sitting in the sun. And for me, that's a little bit too long. I'm always conscious of where it is and how long it's there. And then the last thing is about traveling. If you travel with your drum, the best way is to have a drum case, or a drum bag that it just slips down in, which gives a little bit of protection, whatever that looks like for you, or to wrap it up. But if you're going to put your drum in a suitcase and travel in a suitcase, which is what I do quite often, what I do is I take small clothing items like scarves and socks and things like that, and I literally stuff them into the drum until this whole thing is full and it's nice and tight. And so what that means is that I can put it in my suitcase in between the layers of clothing, and nothing is going to press too hard on the lashings, and nothing is going to press too hard on the face, because I've got it nice and stuffed. And it's a great way to pack a whole lot of things. I seem to be able to get a lot more things with me when I travel, when I'm taking a drum, because I use these, use the drum to stuff it. So those are just a few general things. If you have any questions, always feel free to send me an email or to message me, and I'm happy to give you a little bit more guidance on that. So happy drumming, y'all.